Welcome back to another episode of Exploring Harry Potter. I hope you find the topic of this video both intriguing and entertaining. The first recorded basilisk was bred by Herpo the Fowl, a Greek dark wizard and parselmouth, who discovered, after much experimentation, that a chicken egg hatched beneath a toad would produce a gigantic serpent possessed of extraordinarily dangerous powers. Newt Scamander. Herpo the Fowl was an ancient Greek dark wizard. He was born a parselmouth, the earliest known. It gave him the ability to communicate with snakes. It is a popular theory among wizarding kind that he was an ancestor to the Slytherin line. It's known the gift of Parseltongue is passed from one generation to the next. He spent his entire life studying the dark arts, mastering it, and invented many of the curses still in use. Later in his life, after a lot of experimentation, he became the first to discover that hatching a chicken egg under a toad will create the king of all serpents, a basilisk. Of the many fearsome beasts and monsters that roam our land, there is none more curious or more deadly than the basilisk, also known as the king of serpents. This snake, which may reach gigantic size and live many hundreds of years, is born from a chicken's egg hatched beneath a toad. Its methods of killing are more wondrous, for aside from its deadly and venomous fangs, the basilisk has a murderous stare, and all who are fixed within the beam of its eye shall suffer instant death. Spiders flee before the basilisk, for it is their mortal enemy, and the basilisk flees only from the crowing of a rooster, which it is fatal. J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Herpo became one of the most powerful and influential practitioners of dark magic. He continued to immerse himself into the most advanced and dangerous of all dark magic. Herpo pioneered two of the darkest magical techniques known to wizard kind. The first being that he was the first known wizard to successfully breed basilisks and control them, have them do his bidding. It's said his favorite basilisk lived to 900 years old. He also studied and acquired a great understanding of the human soul, especially how murder affects it. Which brings us to the second. Armed with his knowledge and ruthless nature, he murdered and successfully split his soul, hiding his Horcrux inside an object with dark magic. He became the first known wizard to discover, or as most people agree, it's likely he created the spell and the process. Since he had created a Horcrux, Herpo created a form of immortality. It is not known if he lived or died, or if his body was destroyed. If his body died, it is also unknown if his soul fragment, more commonly known as a Horcrux, remains, or if it too was destroyed. If the Horcrux remains intact, his soul is still bound in its object, leaving Herpo to roam the earth just as Lord Voldemort did. When his body was destroyed by a rebounding death curse he attempted to use to kill the infant Harry Potter. The last reports about his appearance said that he had thin, wiry hair, thin nostrils, yellow eyes, and light translucent skin, also similar to Lord Voldemort. Wait, are we sure these two aren't the same guy? Okay, a little bit of an afterthought here after I was editing all this. So he made a Horcrux, but he bred basilisks, whose venom kill Horcruxes. So how smart was this guy? Although not all on the Chocolate Frog cards are considered canon, I will be including them. They often have an origin story, history, or a relevance to the wizarding community.
Is this all real? Or is it just happening inside my head?
Of course it's happening inside your head, Harry. Why should that mean that it's not real?
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. If you liked what you saw, you can subscribe and most importantly, hit the notification bell so you won't miss an upload.